Okay, 731 gives us this table of data, and they want us to recall back from our box and whisker chart, right? So the box and whisker, right, you remember they break it into medians, right? So first, to get medians, we need to order the data, right? We need to put it in order, and we're going to go from least to greatest. So the first one is 400, right? I'm going to list them out, right, so we can work with them. And then after 400, we have 593, 93. And after 593, we have 680, 680. And after 680, we have 731, 731. And then we have 861, 861. And 870, 870, and then 940, 940. And I always like to double check that I have them all. So there were 7 values before, and now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so to find, for part A, find the median, we have to find the middle number, right? So the middle number we count in from both sides, right? And if I count in 1, 2, 3, 4 from both sides, the median is 731, right? And now the IQR is the difference between the median of this first half of the data, right? Here's the first half of the data. Here's the second half. So if I find the median of this left side, the median, and then I find the median of this upper half, and there I broke it into quartiles then, the interquartile range is the difference or the distance between those two. So the median for the bottom half is 593. There's 3 numbers, so it's the middle number. Median is middle, right? And for the upper half, it's 870. So to calculate the IQR, interquartile range, I take the higher median and subtract the lower median. So I get 870, minus 593, right? And if I subtract those, I get 277. So the IQR, or the interquartile range, is 277. Okay, B is a little tricky. Tricky in the sense that it's not really a great answer, right? So they say one staff member can handle 150 visitors, right? That's how they like to schedule their staff. So it says how many staff members should be scheduled to work each week. So this is tricky because day to day it changes, but they want to know how to do each week. So I would say that we would need to get near this number, right? So 5 staff members would be 150 times 5, right? Which is 750. So if I only had 5 on 3 days, I'm not going to be staffed enough. I don't think that's adequate. So I would probably say if with 6 employees, I could get 900. 900 is going to keep me staffed perfectly for, all these days. And the only one is 940, but it's not much over. So I would probably say 6 employees. Again, this is a tricky question. We get into, management of employees. But that would be a pretty good guess at what we could staff with. And then the last one. It's asking why the scatter plot is not an appropriate display of this data. So if I clear all this, right, and I had my scatter plot, right, I guess you would put the day down here and then the attendance over here, attendance, right? So this would be 1, 2, 3. These days are not numbers of, so it's not like as the days increase from 2 to 3 to 4, these are just days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This really doesn't tell us any information, right? If the graph was like this, it doesn't tell us anything. We're not looking for a correlation between as days increase, because days don't really increase. Just because day 3 is after day 2 doesn't mean it's larger day. So in this case, we would probably want to break it down into our box and whisker, because we can then get a better feel for where the majority of the days have their attendance, right? If it's all shifted this way, we know that the majority of the time it's a high number. If it's shifted this way, we know that the majority is less time. That's about all I can think of for why the scatter plot wouldn't be appropriate. It's really because these aren't quantities. This isn't a quantity that increases. It's just a number associated with a particular day. If I wrote Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we couldn't say as the day increases, Friday isn't greater than Thursday. It's the same equivalent.